beautiful stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. The Utes will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will have first crack at this one. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs to.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the move to the right, and looking for a big one. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Looking for space to the left. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to the toss. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, second and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that second down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. So the Utah Utes offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Davey?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Thomas back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Going with the counter play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Off the RPO, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get on.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the good tackle, forced the 2nd down and goal.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best, and when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally. They'll go to the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Looking for a man, it's Dyer. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. Fourth and inches, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. Finding open areas. Running through contact. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
Fourth and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field, because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
Looking to throw on first down. On a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions in the first half of this game. He's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Snagged out of the air. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Thomas looking to fire. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The Utes look to keep this drive humming. Might as well give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Some misdirection with the counter. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
They boot it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Thomas back to pass. Makes the catch. It's James. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Got the back over the middle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's James. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Off in time, it'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off play action on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Going to the run to start this second half. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Line gets set, first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Got enough for the first.
It's not sexy, it's not pretty, it's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go, high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Thomas looking to fire. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Punt is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. And the Sun Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. He's got it. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll try the right side. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Under fire. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one. The
Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He leaves it with his back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Bunch formation for these receivers. Give to the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Makes the grab. It's James. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Thomas back to pass. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22. And the Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. The Utes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Yeah, if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And they haven't got the outing they had hoped for from this junior quarterback. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense as corners made plays. Really, the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense is just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
Scanning the field, it's Dyer. That's caught. It's Brown. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the marker. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going for the big play. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Taking it the other way. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways. They love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Thomas looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. On the move, it's James. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team.
Number 14 on field goal.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Unloads to the wideout. Last pass falls incomplete.